This is Father Greg Heille at Aquinas Institute of Theology, and today I want to raise a battle cry for joy. I'm holding here a classic autobiography titled "And There Was Light" by Jacques Lussiran, who grew up in Paris during World War II, and at the age of 8, in a schoolyard accident, he lost his sight. He became totally blind. And within days, he had the most strange experience of an inner light. I became aware of a radiance emanating from a place I knew nothing about. I saw light and went on seeing it, though I was blind. From that moment on, blindness became a fascinating experience. This inner light he discovered over time as a boy, discovered quickly, that he began to walk easily from here to there. The inner light guided him. But if he became angry or sad, he began to bump into things. He discovered that the solid foundation on which his inner sight was working with him was a solid foundation of love and of joy. If he fell out of that state of love and of joy, he could not see. Jacques Lussiran, as a teenager, a 16-year-old, became active in the French resistance. With a cadre of other boys, he developed a resistance newspaper in Paris. And the boys wanted him to pick the people who would join them, because they said he had an inner sight that could understand and perceive the true heart of people. There's something childlike about this that we need to think about. As Lussiran says, "I am certain that children always know more than they are able to tell, and that makes the big difference between them and adults. The reason is simply that children know everything with their whole being, while we know it only with our heads." It's time to get out of our heads and into our joy, into our love, into our inner sight, which is the ground on which we can stand in Christian resistance. Martin Luther King told us that love is the foundation for resistance. Mark, in chapter 10, has Jesus telling us that today as well. He says, "Let the little children come to me, for to such as these belongs the kingdom of God." If we but only would ground ourselves in the inner light of joy and in love and let everything fall away, we would see more clearly. We would see with an inner sight that can be the foundation for all relationship and all true and authentic resistance.